Check behind us.
Okay, I'm gonna go check behind.
Stop! Stop it!
It won't work.
Look, I'm the master.
What happened? Why am I moving? Why am I?
Backing out of my drone.
Where the frick?
I'm good to go.
Oh. I hate y'all. Y'all suck, bro. Y'all suck.
What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy J-Dub, and today is report card day. So I know all the kids are out of school, man. We all already know why, but I thought today would be a great day to sit back and grade these legends. So for the last 3 weeks, I've been playing with all the legends. I wanted to take time with them, learn their abilities good, get used to their agility on the board, their hitbox, their supported teammates. I wanted to actually win games with them. Before I even rated them, I always main Kostik and usually run Gibby or Hound, but the other legends I really never touch. So in this video, I sat back and I got enough footage, and I feel like I got enough familiarity with all of these legends to actually have a voice and where I think they stand. So what I did was I gave them 1 to 5 stars in some different categories, and came up with their ranking 1 through 11. So without further ado, we'll get into it. Coming in at number 11, you probably guessed it, Mirage. So to me, Mirage is a worthless character. I found it extremely hard to win with Mirage. As far as defense goes, he just has no defense at all. I mean, you'll see what I mean later on by defense. As far as offense goes, I feel like his decoy is a little more offensive, an offensive weapon than a defensive weapon. His support for his teammates, because his decoy does not work, to me, it's just no support. No one got 0 stars anywhere, so his support is just 0. His ultimate, whenever his ultimate is used, when I'm facing him, I always kill him. It never works. So he's just not a great character to run with. His passive, as far as a decoy when he goes down, yeah, maybe it helps out a little bit, but how long does it really take you to find him when he's down? I mean, I guess it's a decent passive, but it's just not an effective passive. His decoy that he throws out with his tactical, his psych out, is just, everyone knows it when they see it. Hopefully in the buff he'll come out shooting out the decoy. That would be great and completely take him up a notch. We already talked about his ultimate, his vanishing act. Just really not effective to me, man. I mean, I have no problem killing him when he vanishes, probably because I main Kostik, he's always in freaking gas. But if he's running through water or anything like that, it's just not good. Usually when I use his ultimate, it's right before I go into battle, just so I can get that invisibility for a few minutes to reposition on the opponent, get a couple knockdowns. But to me, I just felt like as long as I was playing with them, I was a hindrance on the team, and the only way I was going to win with him was just to be a good shooter. So if you do main Mirage, sorry about your luck. To me, he just did not work out. I've looked at other rankings from other YouTubers before, and it seems like Mirage is the favorite to be ranked last. A buff is needed. Sometimes when characters get buff, I don't like it, but Mirage needs a buff. Playing with them was not fun. I guess it's fun to throw the decoy, but if you want to give me 3 decoys in a row, it could be a little bit funner. But I really just played conservative because I realized I didn't have anything to get out of any trouble. His decoy was just useless. I could throw the decoy, but then they would just shoot me. No one chased the decoy. I don't know what they can do to fix it, but it just didn't seem to work out for me. So for that reason, that's why I ranked him at the very bottom at number 11. And like I said, if you use Mirage and you're really good with them, and you're who he's main, congrats. I feel like, honestly, if I main Mirage for a season, my win total will go down by half. He's just not the character for me. And I don't ever see him climbing the list, man. It would take one heck of a buff, which would probably be something that's OP that I would hate. But yeah, Mirage, number 11 is where he stands, and will probably be there for the foreseeable future, except for when he moves down to number 12 when they bring Lobo. But on to number 10, Octane. So I will say this, Octane, defensive wise, just because of who he is, his ability to move around, he's not really a defensive guy, but I gave him 2 stars just because of how some other people might use him as far as his stem and all that. Offense, to support for his teammate really was none unless he's recovering death boxes because he's just ran away from the fight. His ultimate with the trampoline just did not really, I mean, I used it sometimes, but it wasn't great. The Swift Men, as far as, you know, being able to heal when he's going away from the fight. If you play aggressive like me and you're always looking to go to the fight, it really did nothing for me. His tactical, while I will say, I underestimated, it was actually really fun playing with Octane. I hadn't played with Octane since I made a video on me playing with Octane. So it was really fun. His launch pad did come in handy while playing with them and getting footage for this video. So I will say, in the future, I wouldn't be shocked if Octane was to move up the list a little bit ahead of a couple other characters, just because I actually found it easy to win with them. I found it a really good advantage to be moving so fast during battle, almost as if you were Hound when he was you know, in his ultimate. So I didn't have any problem winning with Octane. I feel like if I mained Octane for a season, my wins would be just a little bit less than they were with Kostik, and I mean, that's saying a lot. So for a guy that I ranked at number 10, you know, hey, you know, it just shows how good the game did with creating these characters, man. It depends on how you use them, what you use them for, especially if you run with a permanent team and his abilities really come in handy. It was good, man, but like I said, I like to stay in the forefront of the fight, so I found myself ahead of my teammates a lot because I had his stems, but I was able to win games with them, and that was the main thing. Even in some of the footage coming up here in a minute, I found it very easy to recover boxes, and I found myself being able to put myself in situations I could never with Kostik because of his smaller hitbox, because of his ability to get away. So I was, you know, it was easier for me to get into dangerous situations such as this one. There's 3 opponents here, and I literally ran right through all 3 of them, grabbed my opponent's banner, and was able to flee the scene while only taking maybe 1 or 2 bullets. With Kostik, I'd have been dead on arrival. So if you use him, Octane as a main, I got no issues with it, man. Shout out to Octane. Could see him bumping up the list. But let's keep going. Next on the list is at number 9, Bangalore, aka Bang Boogie. Hey, Bangalore is a solid player. She was my first character that I mained. I think she was everybody's character that she mained. She had the smoke grenades, which seemed really good. So her defense, you know, with the smoke grenade was okay. Her offense, because of her ultimate, they kind of blend together. Her offense was pretty good. Also, I used her smoke offensively and defensively. Her ultimate, besides maybe Mirage, well, it puts her where she needs to be on the list. Her ultimate is just horrible. Her support for her teammates with the smoke got her 2 stars. Passive, the double time is great. She can alert you you're being shot at before you even know she's being shot at. It helps her get away out of bad situations, so I like that a lot. Her tactical smoke, like I said, I do have issues with that because I feel like she blinds herself as well as her teammates, as well as the opponent, who always seemed to have a freaking digi threat and was able to just decapitate my entire team because we couldn't see anything and they could. I would like if they took her smoke launcher and gave her you know, the type of vision that Hound has in his ultimate when she throws it. I don't think it would be OP at all. I think it would just be on par for what she needs. Her Rolling Thunder is obnoxious. It takes too long to drop. It gives the opponent too much of a warning. You can get out of the way. I rarely get hit with it. The best time I found to throw an ultimate was when you catch 2 teams fighting and you get the greedy guys that don't want to leave the fight because they're about to knock somebody and they're willing to take the damage. But other than that, everybody got out of the way almost every time. Anytime someone's throwing it at me, I literally remember maybe 2 or 3 times this season that her ultimate caused me distress. Other than that, I was able to get out of the way, flee the scene, and it usually stopped me from killing the opponent because I would throw it and I can't go in it because it damages me. So Bangalore to me is right where she belongs on this list. Would not use it for any type of tournament play until they buff her ultimate, and that's just making it drop faster, making it go off quicker. I would take that because you think when people get hit with the ultimate, they slow down, but what good does it do her because she can't go anywhere near it? So it needs a little bit of fixing up. Give me the digi threat vision or whatever, infrared vision with her smoke, and then I think you got a character that can clearly go up the line and maybe can even jump ahead of the next 2 characters. But right now, I think she's right where she belongs. Fun to play with, and it's okay. A couple guys I run with Manor, and I wouldn't do it, man. But on to number 8. The first character I ever mained, Lifeline. Defensive-wise, she's good because she drops her drone. She drops her shield while she's healing. Offensive wise, she's really not offensive, but I feel like because of her hitbox and because of her agility, I gave her a bump with 2 stars in offense. Her support is unmatched in this game, except for maybe who's number 1. But we'll get to that later. Her support, 5 stars, is great. Her ultimate, I mean, she drops a care package, right? So you can get purple armor from the care package. So that's a good thing. Her passive, as far as, you know, being able to heal teammates and protect them while she's using her drone, her shield, that's great. Her tactical, the drone charge is underestimated. I wish they wouldn't have nerfed it so bad where the storm destroys it so quick, but I understand the cheesers. And Kostik's gas destroys it, and it will not fully heal all teammates anymore. It runs out pretty quickly. The more people you put on, the quicker it goes away. But I can say, as far as, you know, maining her in the past, I really did miss her hitbox, dude. She has one of the best hitboxes in the game. She's a tiny character. She moves really good. She's really smooth around the board. It was just fun playing with her again, man. I mean, as far as tournament play or anything else, yeah, definitely, man. I would thumbs up it. I feel like if I mained her for the whole season versus Kostik, I feel like my wins would be exactly the same or maybe even more. Lifeline is just a fun character. She's well-rounded. She can kind of do it all. She's great support. Her hitbox and her agility. Because everybody runs the same speed on this game no matter what anyone tells you. All characters run the same speed. But her agility, able to move in and out, sticky moves, so to speak, just makes her good all the way around, man. So I got a lot of love for Lifeline. She was the first character I made. Maybe a little biased, but I couldn't ever see her dropping her below the characters behind us, unless maybe Octane. But realistically, support-wise, if you're that type of person that's not all about getting kills and about supporting your teammates, then I would say roll with Lifeline. But because of all of that, that's why I dropped her where she is on the list. So, hey, let's keep this thing rolling. All right, man, coming in at number 7. I know some of y'all won't agree with this, but we got Pathfinder. Not really a defensive player, right? More of an offensive specialist. So I went with 2 on defense. Got a lot to do with his hitbox. I just felt 2 was where he was at on defense. His offense with the grapple, with the zip line. He's more of an offensive player. I gave him 3 in that category. His teammate support with the zip line, of course, brings him to 3 stars. And his ultimate, man, that thing can be so clutch at the end of games as far as getting position. One of the better ultimates on the game. Highly underrated. Not used enough by people who play with them. I gave that 4 stars, man. So, just to touch on it, his abilities. The grappling hook, you know, he can sling himself around the board. He can get out of trouble. He can get into trouble. The insider knowledge is also not used enough in the game, man. Like, if you have a Pathfinder and you come across that beacon, dude, use it. It's such a bonus to the team to set up, especially if you're running like a Watson setup. Use the freaking survey beacon. His zipline gun is great. I love using it. I had a blast using it, man, while kind of trying them out there. So, like I said, I got him at number 7. Some of you don't like it, but hey, it's my shit. Don't at me, bro. Anyways, man, into the game footage, man. I like playing with Pathfinder. It was fun. Like I said, the zip line, it was good, man. I blasted them off every time I got the chance. Always trying to get position on my opponents, man. The hitbox was right where it needs to be. It's a great balance of everything. So, yeah, man, I thought Pathfinder was straight. Good for tournament play, good for casual play. You know, just work things out with your team, man. You know, be on the same page and use that zip line. Be on the same page as far as locating survey beacons, man. And I think everyone will be all right, man. At number 7, I feel solid with that choice. That's about where I would rank them at. But of course, if you don't agree, down in the comments, let me know, man, if you would rank them differently. At this time, man, if you could, please, man, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Put a lot of work into these videos, man. I want to keep this channel going. I'm really trying to build this thing, man. So you guys could just sub, help us get to our 1,000 subscribers, and also set that bell, man. I promise you I will not be dropping trash comment, man. When you get the alert, it will be legit. All right, so at number 7, Pathfinder, man. Hey, don't at me, bro. Don't be mad at me. I did work with the dude. I liked him. Hey, I'll vouch for the cat. But let's keep this thing rolling, man. Here at number 6 is Hound. Hound is kind of funny. Yeah, I could have dropped him back. I could have swapped him in Pathfinder, right? Hound's defense is just, you know, the best defense sometimes is a good offense. He has a good offense, so I gave him 2 stars on defense. his offense with the scan, with his ultimate, he is an offensive player. There's 4 stars. That may be the highest in this category ranking, I think, as far as the other legends go. His support with his scan, helping his teammates know where opponents are. That can't be overstated how good that is. His ultimate is kind of funny now. So the Beast of the Hunt to me, we'll get into it a little bit more. But of course, he's got the tracker, right, where he sees the footprints that everybody left behind as his passive ability. That is great if you actually use it. I do use it when I play with them, so I'm never running up on someone around the corner that's hiding. It's good, especially when you're in the Beast of the Hunt, to track and run opponents down. In the Eye of the All-Father, his scan, it's good. I think he's a unique character, and I think his abilities mesh well. I think they gave him the right mix of abilities, man. I like him a lot, man. Hitbox isn't bad. So I'm solid with him, man. I'm solid with Hound. But back to his Beast of Hunt. So here's what I found out in this Beast of Hunt. It's good. You feel real good. You run up on people. But if you got the wrong gun, like an R99, man, you're just like squirting all over the place. You're moving around so fast. It almost feels hard to actually down your targets while in Beast of Hunt. I mean, from a distance away, it's great. But it's also extremely loud. Like if someone fires up the Beast of Hunt anywhere near me, I'm like, hey, watch it, guys, we got a Hound. But that's touching on earlier in the video, talking about the lifeline. That's just Apex, man. Everything is freaking loud, man. You can't get away with anything. People know you're coming a mile away. But Hound was solid, man. I enjoyed playing with him. I played with him a lot after he got his own little scenery set up there. So he was good. But now on to the man himself. The guy that I main, my numero uno. It hurt me to bring him in at number 5, but I had to. Defense is a 3 with the gas. He can trap doors, keep you from getting in. His offense with the gas. Offense is his defense. His support for his teammates went down because his gas hurts them, man. They can't move. They can't see. They struggle. It sucks running with a Kostik. My apologies. You run with me, you got to deal with it. His ultimate, I love it. You will see why in this video, man. It is... Next to Gibby, it's the best ultimate on the game, man. Don't at me. His passive is the Nox Vision. He can see inside his gas. He can move at normal speed while his opponents are going at a snail's pace. His gas traps are great. I use them to block doors while my team charges up. I use them to catch enemies running through doors so I can use that Nox Vision to my advantage. And of course, his ultimate, the gas grenade. While I will say it's a lot better at World's Edge than it is at Kings Canyon, I like it either way, man. It's just good. Like I said, he's my main, and that's who I've been running with forever, man. I think I have 220 wins this season. Hey, Kostik is just my guy, man. There's nothing else I can say, man. Once I got someone in the gas, it's like a spider web. You're done. You're not getting out. I'm not letting you get out. If you try to run away, I'm gonna follow you. The gas has saved me so many times. I would have died, and it led to wins. I just can't say enough about Kostik, man. I had so much footage saved for future YouTube videos that I'm doing, man. I really didn't know what to pick, so this here is literally all from one video. This is like one fight scene, one board, man. I get it popping with Kostik. Anyone who mains Kostik will tell you Kostik gets it popping. It just sucks for the teammates, man. I wish they would do something, maybe let his teammates move at normal speed. I don't know, man, but it's just a good thing. And me and this guy in this video, we ran 2v3 almost the entire game. We just had a Kostik going outside, man. So I like Kostik. Shout out to Kostik. That's why I ranked him where I did. I know some people don't like him, especially if you play with a Kostik, you hate him. But to me, that's where he is, man. So on to the next character, number 4. Now we're getting into the top tier, the elite of the elite. It is my girl, Wraith. Great defense, gave her 3 stars. Great offense, gave her 3 stars. Support with the portals, 4 stars. Her ultimate with the portal, 3 stars. I know support's 4, but that's because she has the portals. She can get out of danger. She can help her teammates out. Voices from the Void is her passive, which is good. She lets you know people are in the area. It is very good to use. Guys don't even have to, all they do is look at you, they're there. So that's a great thing. The Into the Void tactical, I hate when I'm shooting a Wraith and she's one and she pops that damn thing and disappears on me, so that is good. I think she's also a unique character. I think her abilities fit her well for what she is and what she does. And of course, the dimensional rift, the portal, it's great, man. I mean, I have a guy that uses Wraith and he's so locked in with her as far as if we go down, he will portal us out. So if you're not doing that with Wraith, Listen, if your team goes down, do not rest them there. If you can drop the portal at them and portal them out, dude, it goes a long way. And me, some Kostik, once he does it, if I'm up, as soon as I get up, I drop the gas trap at the end of the portal. Not worried about teammates coming through, and we do our thing, man. So when I ran with Rafe, her hitbox was great. She really is one of the elite players on the game. You will always find her in tournament play. Everybody needs a Rafe on their team, man. She's just solid all the way around, and I don't know what else to say about her. I like her. I would main her personally, but the guys I run with, someone already does. So, you know, that's my take on Rafe, man. She's just a solid player all the way around. I find no faults with her. Would say she probably needs no nerfs, no buffs. If I mained her for the whole season, then I probably would have ended up with more kills than Kostik. Maybe. Sorry, Kostik, you my dog, but Rafe is just that, man. I run with Rafe and I win 60% of the time. So on to the next one, man. We come in at number 3 with Watson. You cannot watch any tourney play without seeing Watson. Watson's defense with the fences, with the Jin is just ridiculous, man. So her defense is 4 stars. Her offense is 3 stars, just because she's really not an offensive player, right? She's more of a defensive player, but offensively, if you use her fencing correctly, then you know you can turn that into an offensive weapon. So I gave her 3 stars there. Support for a team with the fences, in the Jin, I gave her 3 stars there. And her ultimate, it's ridiculous, man. I mean, it's the ultimate that literally stops almost everybody else's ultimate. When I throw Kostik's gas at her, man, and I can't even, you know, I gotta see that thing fly across the screen, it just drives me mad. So Gibraltar, Watson, Kostik, I mean, she just demolishes their ults, man. Spark of Genius is passive. Ultimate accelerants charge her ultimate up all the way in one pop. So that's great, especially if people are shooting it down and you're inside. You know, you got yourself bunkered in. The tactical or the fence that she puts up, man, which if placed right is impossible to get through. And her ultimate, of course, is the Inception Pylon, aka the Jin, that she sets up, man, and it's just a ridiculous ultimate, man. So I played with Watson. It was fun. Hitbox is pretty good. She feels a little stiff agility wise, but it's okay. Like I said, really a defensive person, not really there with a lot of offense, so to speak. Like, you have her, your goal is usually to get somewhere and set up. If you're a good shooter, I'd say play with her. If you're not a good shooter, then you're probably going to struggle with Watson. Trying to use the fence in the middle of a battle and throw that down and catch your opponents, it just really didn't work out with me, even once I got good at putting it down. So we just pretty much started falling back, trying to build ultimate bunkers, which you can actually build bunkers in the right places that no one can get through unless you have a Kostik. His gas will tear the fences down, and he can be annoying, and he's also annoying in tourney play with people who try to use Watson to build them bunkers. So at the end of the day, man, I think Watson is a powerhouse character with a steep learning curve, right? Not real steep, but steep compared to the other people as far as putting the fences, as far as learning, you know, how to put them so they're hard to be shot, as far as knowing where to set your pylon up so that it's not affecting your teammates' ults, which crushes me with Kostik, because she sets the pylon up, I forget, I go to throw my ult, and then it just gets smacked across the board somewhere. Who the hell knows, we're in a black hole or somewhere, and I can't use that all. So overall, I would say Watson is definitely making her way up the board. I might could have dropped her down once and you know, dropped her down a rank, man. But overall, Watson, I think she's right where she belongs. Coming in at number 2, we got Crypto. I know, man, controversial because, yeah, he could have fell back a rank, man. Watson definitely could have easily slid in number 2. But I felt Crypto, man, with his drone, his support, being able to EMP, locate, collect death boxes, open open crates. I thought it just put him just a slight notch above Watson, man. Offensive with the EMP, 3 stars. Defense, like I gave everybody else, good to hit box. I think he just fits good there, man. So his passive, he's got the Neuralink. His tactical, he has the drone that he can send out. And his ultimate is the EMP, which I dropped the video on how to easily get up an Evo shield using his EMP. So you see Crypto's in a lot of tourney play lately, man, and I think he's just one of those characters that's only going to get stronger and stronger as people realize how to use him. So for that reason, man, I dropped Crypto at number 2. Let me just tell you guys now, playing with Crypto, to me, he's not a high kill, high damage guy, but he is probably the best support for a team that you can get, man. I just really like what I was able to do with Crypto while running with him. His drone was, you know, just as good as Hound's. Scan, he could find targets, locate targets, annoy targets, EMP targets. Crypto has a lot going for him, man, and if you haven't tried him, I'd advise you to try him. Especially if you're new to the game or if you feel like you're in a funk lately, man. It's just so relaxing playing with Crypto. You're not in all these battles, man. It's just good to use them, man. I really enjoy using them. That's why I bumped them all the way up to number 2. It was hard to do. There was a couple legends I was on the fence about whether he should be up there, but if you think about it, Crypto's just the total package, man. The hitbox, the offensive, the defensive, being able to, you know, recover his teammates. It just goes a long way, man. And I think Crypto is definitely on that top tier. Like I said, I could have switched him with Watson, but playing with him, man, I found it easy to get wins. I felt that I didn't miss a beat. I felt like the learning curve was not steep if you were a new player. Being able to take his drone and just leave it up in a corner somewhere, and then out of the blue drop the EMP on him, man. He's just an assassin, man. He's what they designed him to be. He is an assassin in the game, and I think he's just one of the top characters, man. So I try not to make this video too lengthy, man, but I thought the last 2 characters deserved you know, a little bit extra, man, a little bit extra footage, man, of them in action. So that's why this video ended up being a little longer for the last 2 guys. So Crypto's coming in at number 2, and I know you guys are thinking, man, there's only Revenant and there's Gibraltar left. So what's going on? There's only one spot left. There's 2 legends. So just let me tell you guys, Revenant is not on the list. At number 1 is the tank, the beast himself, the ultimate apex predator. It is Gibby. His defense with his dome, with his reduced damage, with his not slow when taking damage, puts him at a 5-star rating for defense. His offense with his ult, the best ult on the game, gives him a 4-star rating, as well as he has the shield while he's shooting to protect him, which regens itself, so once it's broken it comes back on its own. His support with the quick res, being able to heal his teammates faster inside the bubble, and like I said, his ultimate is second to none. I think that's a 5-kill clip coming up where I got 5 kills just off his ult alone. I've had 7 kills. He is the number 1. He is the apex predator. So while we're in this footage, his gun shield we talked about, definitely good to have up when you're looking down the scope. The only thing I would say about his gun shield is it kind of gives away his position. That thing lights up like a firecracker. His dome protection is great, especially if you're getting hit by sniper fire and they're away from you. You need to recover your teammate and heal up. It is amazing, that dome protection. And of course, the defensive bombardment, the best ultimate on the game. They did slow it down a little bit, but it is still dominant, man. So I dropped some footage of me playing with them, man. I enjoyed them. I would honestly main him. Some drawbacks is his hitbox is incredibly big, which that's why I think balances out the 15% damage reduction. So just real quick, let me touch on Revenant. So in making this video, I started making this video so long back, Revenant just was not in the cards. By the time I finished it up, man, I just decided not to put him in, to go back and rework all the graphics. So I apologize to all you Revenant users, but that can guarantee there will be another video in season 5 while we re-rank these legends, man, with the new legend, also including Revenant. But back to Gibraltar, let me give you a spotlight, man. Gibraltar is hands down the number 1 legend on the game. He just can do it all. There is no stopping Gibraltar, man. If you want to play passive, play passive. If you want to play aggressive, play aggressive. If you want to be in support, be in support. He's just all around the best character on the game, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about him, but just dominant, man. I take nothing away from Gibraltar. I couldn't find any faults besides the size. It was incredibly large hitbox. I always say if somebody's shooting you in the back with Gibraltar, just turn around and fight because you have no chance of getting away. He is done. But it was just fun, man. I enjoyed playing with them. I played with them in the past. I always use them when it switches over to Kings Canyon. I played with them the other day, dropped 15 kills, 3,200 damage with them. Yeah, man, he's just awesome, man. Hands down. So my #1 legend, the champion of Apex Legend, man. I gave it to Gibraltar, man. Just well deserved, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of all the legends. Listen, take a minute if you could, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, man. This video took me forever to make, man. It was over the course of a few weeks. So I would appreciate you guys' support on the channel, man. And like I said, I will always bring you good content. No doo-doo crap, man. But definitely enjoyed it, man. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, man. And we're out.